Your phone will attach to this mount by magnets. Now there are two small metal discs that are attached to your phone. You can either place them on the inside between the phone and the case, like as I've done here, or you can attach them on the outside with the double back tape that's provided. These small metal discs attract to these large magnets to create a very strong bond, so you don't have to worry about it falling off. We use the magnets to attach the phone to the base so that you could easily, with one hand, without looking, put it on or take it off. Now a lot of people ask me, well, will the magnets hurt my phone? The answer is no. I've been using these in my prototypes for 3 years and I've had no problems with any of my phones. This mount has 3 legs. It'll attach to any ball cap. You just slide the rim of the cap into the little clip and tighten down the thumb screw. Doesn't hurt your cap. This mount works so well because when you wear your cap, you wear it the same way all the time. When you put it on, it fits a certain way. So once you get the mount adjusted, you put your cap on, it's aiming directly where you want the camera to aim. Adjusting the mount is easy. You just loosen the thumb screw so that the mount moves freely. Point it so that when you're aiming at the target, the camera is aiming directly at the target as well, and then tighten the thumb screw down. Once you're sure that it's exactly right, it may take a little trial and error, then tighten it real snug with your fingers. Don't use pliers because that can damage the mount. It's not necessary. Just tighten it with fingers, and now when you put your cap on, your phone will be aiming directly at your target. When you draw your bow and aim at your target, pay attention to where your target is in relationship to the bill of your cap. For me, it's about 1 inch below the corner of this bill here. So I know that when a deer comes in, all I have to do to keep that deer in the center of my picture is to keep it about 1 inch below the corner of this cap. So I can follow him real slow and keep him right in the center of my picture. When I'm hunting, a lot of times I'm playing on my phone. So when you see a deer, you just touch your app, zoom in to whatever level you want to zoom into, and place the phone on the mount. Reach for your bow. Now you're recording your hunt. This mount is very comfortable to wear. Without the phone on it, there's not enough weight that you'll even know that it's up there. When you put the phone on, what little weight there is centered in the top of your head, so it's distributed equally. It's not over on one side or up on the front, pulling your head down to one side. Before I developed this mount, I tried several ways to record my hunts. I started out with the camera arm. If I had it mounted over here and a deer came in where I wasn't expecting, I may not be able to get the shot, or I might not be able to get video of it, depending on where it came in at. And also, when I was getting ready for the shot, I didn't have another arm ready so that I could adjust my camera to keep it on target. Next, I tried the bow-mounted camera. There's a couple of major problems with it. First is all the movement. It takes an enormous amount of movement to keep that on the deer. And if there's any other deer out around, they'll bust you and they're gone. The second problem is makes your arm tired. And if you've held a bow out there for 3 or 4 minutes, your arm is going to start shaking. You've all seen that shaky video. The worst part about that is now your arm is tired for the shot. And you don't want to be taking a shot on that big buck with a tired arm. Then I saw the GoPro and I thought, this is what I need. I can record everything that I see hands-free. So I put over $400 into the best GoPro that they made at the time. Got it home, and it wasn't really that comfortable, but I thought, well, I can deal with that. No big deal. But when a deer at 20 yards was so tiny, that there was no way that I could see where my arrow hit. And that was one of the main things that I wanted to be able to do with my recording video, is to watch my arrow go into the deer. And then the editing was not nearly as simple as I had thought it would be. So after about a week, the GoPro wound up in my junk drawer along with a lot of other gadgets that I've tried. It's really easy to spend several $100s on video equipment and still not get the results that you want. Most of us are going to have our phones with us all the time anyway. A lot of these phones are recording in 4K now. This cap mount, it's only 30 bucks. So this fall, when you see that big buck start slipping down the trail there, are you going to touch your app, zoom in a little bit, and have a cool video of that hunt? Or just wish you did? Supplies are limited, so order yours today.